It sure looks like Canada's ultra-wealthy tech bros looked down south and decided, hey, we want to play politics too. And I've reported on this a few times already, but there is a new article from The Logic that you guys should all read. Because the boys have a group chat. That's right, a lot of these tech leaders who actually used to back the Liberals have not only been publicly singing the praises of Pierre Poilievre while denigrating Trudeau and his government's actions, but interestingly, they also seem to have a WhatsApp group chat called Build Canada. That is the Logic scoop, so please go read their story. They're doing really good work. And because I want you to go read it, I'm not going to tell you too much about it here, but I can tell you that Shopify executives Toby Lutke and Kaz Nejatian are in this group chat. And The Logic reported that no one really wanted to go on the record about the group chat, what its purpose is, and what their role is in it. But as a little hint, one source did say that with an election looming, they have little time to waste if they hope to formalize the initiative. And a VP at Shopify is taking a leave of absence from the commerce firm to work on the project. And when The Logic asked him about it, he said he's not leading anything and put a winking emoji. Anyways, go read their full story because there's so much more in it and it's really interesting. Like when they talk about the relationship between Silicon Valley and the Republicans galvanizing Canada's tech leaders. But this ties into something I've been reporting on for a little while now. How the tech bros at the helm of one of Canada's most valuable companies have been getting more and more vocal in some icky ways. Like the CEO of Shopify is tweeting stuff like this about his meme lord friends now telling him that Canada is not in a good place. Or retweeting the Babylon Bee, which before Elon Musk's takeover had been banned from the platform for hateful conduct over its transphobia. And the specific satirical story that he retweeted was seemingly supportive of Trump's press secretary. And he's also been retweeting the beautiful mind of columnist Tristan Hopper, who's saying something about tampons in men's bathrooms. This is the same National Post columnist, by the way, who once made headlines because he not only stomped a raccoon to death, but posted through it. Something that, on a personal level, I find truly harrowing. Toby also posted this tweet suggesting that Canada should bow to what Trump asks in order to avoid tariffs, in which the visionary spelled the word border wrong. But it's not just on social media where they're weighing in on issues they either don't understand or have really concerning views about. They provide their e-commerce services to people like Alex Jones. I took this screenshot which shows Shopify all over the source code for Alex Jones's website today. This is 2 months after I reported that a lawyer for the Sandy Hook families told me that Shopify's relationship with Jones is egregious. Meanwhile, another one of Shopify's tech bros who was in that group chat, Kaz Nejatian, he's the Shopify COO, but he also helped found a right-wing media website with his wife, Candice Malcolm. According to reporting from Luc Lebrun at Press Progress, Candice Malcolm said that she and her husband, Kaz Nejatian, are, quote, one of the largest donors to True North. True North, which does things like interview the founder of the Proud Boys, a designated terrorist entity in Canada, and laugh heartily at his racist jokes in an interview that they later took down when it got some heat because it was being reported on. Oh, and that right there is an advertisement for a residential school denial book, which is another thing that True North engaged in a podcast episode that was later taken down by Spotify for violating its policies. So like a super great website, right? That gets a lot of money from this couple. So we've got the CEO tweeting all kinds of cringe stuff and being publicly supportive of Poilievre and denigrating Trudeau, which is his prerogative. We've got the COO who founded a right-wing media outlet. And meanwhile, the president, Harley Finkelstein, what's he up to? Oh, he's being a guest speaker at events held by Pierre Poilievre's wife. Yeah, here's the bottom half of that message. I signed up to go, but I didn't hear back. Anyways, like I said about Elon Musk, it's not that these guys aren't allowed to have political opinions, but we should probably pay attention to how much money they have to impact our politics. It's not as easy to do that in Canada as it is in the United States because you guys in the States have something called the Citizens United decision that really just unleashed political spending. But I get a little itchy when I see things like the company is helping people like Alex Jones monetize through selling merchandise. The COO helped found a right-wing media organization. Pierre Poilievre is publicly calling the company spectacular, while his wife is going on podcasts and gushing that Shopify has gracefully agreed to support her cause and allowing her organization to use their office space. All while these ultra-wealthy tech bros are participating in a WhatsApp group called Build Canada. I just think that money and politics are a terrible combination, so I think it's incredibly important to pay close attention to the way that ultra-wealthy individuals show their support for certain politicians, whether it be the liberals years ago or the conservatives today. Because we're all watching down south how things go when you let a tech bro who's good at one thing think he's very good at everything. And it's not going great. What do you think of all this?